Good morning from Washington. It's about 12:30 here, so what's that? I don't know, 8 o'clock in the evening for you, I think. I'm at the promoter's house here in Washington, a place called Gig Harbor. I just thought I'd show you some stuff. Here's the truck that we're going to travel in. The size of like a transit van, really. So sometimes we stay in people's houses, or promoters, or people that are fans of something that we can sort out. Sometimes it's motels, but 9 times out of 10 is going to be in this. And you come inside, and here's home. So it's just big enough for 2 people to sleep in.
Don't carry no lies no more. This train don't carry no lies no more. And I'm sick and tired of being stuck inside of someone else's war. This train don't carry no baggage no more. This train don't carry no baggage no more. And I'm sick and tired of being stuck inside of someone else's war. This train don't run on coke no more. This train don't run on coke no more. And I'm sick and tired of being stuck inside of someone else's world.
I was a kid who grew up on the west coast of the United States. So my influences came out of kind of the folk rock, country, blues side of the things. My brother, who was 6 years older than me, he brought home, and I'll bet you I have it over here, is the Super Blues in a record, and the first time he handed it to me, it was a vinyl, and it was Howlin' Wolf, Bo Diddley, and I can't remember the third guy, but it was a Super Blues, and that's how I learned the Bo Diddley beat. You know, the gunk 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 gunk. Hey, Bo Diddley, just like that. And as a kid, as a 14-year-old kid, I got so excited, and I was listening to Bo Diddley. I had no idea what I was listening to, but Bo Diddley was, he imprinted my life. And so as I grew up and rock and roll came into my life, I could hear the blues, the 3-chord progression blues, and I could hear the Bo Diddley beat blues in it, and I liked the cry inside the blues. And so I'm a white kid on the West Coast, and I'm getting influenced now by some Southern blues and Chicago blues, and then comes on the Eagles and Jackson Browne and Linda Ronstadt and the whole California rock thing. So all that is getting mixed, and they're taking the blues, a country blues, and they're adding a harmony vocal to it. And so that's what hooked me. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So I started playing coffee houses as a kid with an acoustic guitar, and back in the hippie days. And
did you kind of know what you were doing, or was it just learn a couple of songs and get out there and do it? Or
actually, I didn't learn any songs because I decided I had to, because I couldn't learn them. I don't know why. It was just a mental block. So I just wrote songs that kind of sounded like what I was hearing. And so I've always done original songs. And actually, in my later, as I've gotten older, I give a nod to my influences. And I'll take a Little Feat song, I put it on my record, not this new record, the record before. The new record, I actually put a song of this guy's, and this is Townes Van Zandt and Steve Earle, and I put his widow, Townes, died, and I went to lunch with Janine Van Zandt in Nashville, Tennessee, and she brought a box of, she said, pushed it across the table and said, "This is everything I have of Towns's, a copy of everything, and I'd like you to cover. I'd like you to do a song, and so we ate lunch, and she listened to my new record, and without looking up from her dinner, she said, "Ain't Leaving Your Love. I would like you to sing Ain't Leaving Your Love." And she wasn't really talking to me. She was talking to the box of records. And so I did it. I put it on the new record. Carl Bromell from My Morning Jacket played guitar on it. I had Donnie Wynn played drums. Donnie Wynn played with Robert Palmer. He did all the Addicted to Love, Simply Irresistible. He did the band Powerhouse with Taylor from Duran Duran and Robert Palmer and Donnie. I had Charlie Sexton on bass on that cut. And it's it's a real bluesy cut. And he does, because Donnie had this idea, he wanted to do it like New Orleans bluesy, and because Donnie plays that second-hand beat. And if you ever get a chance to listen to New Orleans music where it's Dr. John or anybody out of New Orleans, they play a second-hand beat, and the second beat, the beat in between the 1 and the 4 is the beat for the dead. It's for the spirits, and it's like raising their hands up and saying, "Here's one for you, one for us, one for you, one for us." And that's how that's about the second hand. So a second-hand beat is, check it out.